So this title, The Ailing Planet, it tells us about planet Earth, that its condition is deteriorating, declining. And then another phrase is attached to it, the green movement's role. The title itself is suggestive that what exactly are we going to discuss in the chapter. But before we proceed further, as I asked you one question, how can you tell that the condition of Earth is declining day by day? What are the signs that you come to know? Yes, Vita? Melting of glaciers. And what is the reason behind it? Global warming. Yes, what else did you say? Same. Anything else? Depletion of ozone layer, deforestation. Pardon? Okay, poaching of animals. Okay. Water pollution, pollution in all aspects. So what are the consequences because of these? Temperature of Earth is rising. Are we in any kind of benefit? We are actually suffering because of this. If a planet is suffering, we are also the sufferers along with it. But still, we are not making the efforts which are required. We need to understand our roles, responsibilities, and shoulder it, not only at individual level, but we need to come together. It's the need of the hour now. As you read this chapter, this article, it was written in the year 1994, but still you will find the relevance. Whatever has been discussed in the chapter, when you read, it seems as if someone has written it just yesterday. Still, the topics discussed under the chapter are relevant. That means we humans are actually not making the efforts which are required at a greater level. How much do we contribute at an individual level towards our environment? We are actually cutting the branch on which we are sitting. We have forgotten that we are a part of this planet. So if we are harming the planet, in return, we are harming ourselves. And it's high time we need to rise. Yeah, we can say we need to awake, rise from the sleep, deep sleep that we are in. With our open eyes, we are just ignoring the things happening in front of us, and we are not doing anything. How much effort do we do at an individual level? Can we just have a brief discussion about that before we proceed? Towards environment, as an individual, what type of contribution you do everyday basis? Rainwater harvesting, you have that at home? You have to talk about what you are doing at your level. It can be a very simple thing. I'm not talking about big things to be done. Very simple one, like segregating the garbage at home, proper disposal of that garbage, saving water at home, saving electricity. We will help in conserving the resources there. I'm talking about these small steps by which we can contribute. Yes, of course, not contributing towards noise pollution. The way we see the noise pollution is done in our country, we are also scared of going and telling our neighbor or temples or gurdwaras that keep the volume low. We don't even dare. Because we know if we go and tell them, we are the ones who will come back getting good scoldings from them. But why do we stop? We should not stop. At least we should do what we are required to do. On birthdays, instead of cutting a cake, why not plant a tree? Create greenery around you. I've seen many people planting trees on the roadside. Sometimes they do their bit that way. And I appreciate somewhere I'm not able to do that. But we can think of doing this. Bringing a sapling and planting it somewhere in our school here. You can name your plant, you can water it, you can take care of it. I remember my friend, she used to plant trees this way, and she used to name each of her plants that were planted in her garden. So whenever we used to go, we used to sit there and she used to talk with those plants. It's a way that you respect the nature. Yes, you can. Government has also made an app where you can order the plant and free of cost. Why are you laughing, beta? Is there anything to laugh? Why not? You can have Chintu Mintu as well. It's up to you, beta. It's coming close to nature, respecting the nature, being the part of nature. We are not separate from nature, but we feel that way. And that is why we are continuously harming our surroundings, our own environment. So we need to wake up. And this chapter, it brings out the idea that moderation is a value which needs to be inculcated. So when I use the term moderation, what exactly is the meaning? Moderation. Who can tell me? Pardon? Improvement in the thoughts. Or, no, not exactly. Or ideas. Moderation of ideas. Moderation, what exactly is the meaning here? Not modern ideas, no. Yes, understanding our limits. Observing the reasonable limit is the meaning, moderation. हमें अपनी हदों को पहचानना है. Write it there. Moderation means observing reasonable limit. So moderation is a value which needs to be inculcated. We need to understand our limits. The way we are continuously using up the non-renewable resources, we are compromising the future, the needs of the future generations. So it's high time that we start thinking towards this. Let's save our environment, because now it is not just that the existence of mankind is at threat. We have put our Mother Earth on threat. The existence of this earth is at risk now. The way we are destroying our own planet. See the floods in Uttarakhand, Kerala, the untimely, the weather changes that are there. These are all signs. The nature is telling us that it's time now that we humans should take some responsibility. It is not that we have not done our part. Time to time, there were people, there has been such organizations, those people who are working towards the upliftment of the environment, making people aware. but still a lot needs to be done. So let's read and understand what is there in this chapter, the ailing planet, the green movement's role. So it's an article written by Nani Palkhiwala, is the author. And he wrote this article, which was published in the newspaper, The Indian Express, in the year 1994. But as you read it, you will understand that how the themes, the points discussed in the chapter are still relevant. There is not much change in the condition, rather it has become worse. So what else has been discussed? It is not that the author has just talked about the problem, he has also discussed about solutions as well. But for that, every individual needs to understand his or her responsibility and shoulder the responsibility. So author says one cannot recall any movement in world history which gripped the imagination of the entire human race. Gripped imagination means caught the attention of the entire human race so completely and so rapidly as the green movement, which started nearly 25 years ago. 25 years ago, कहने का मतलब है when this article was written in the year 1994, उससे 25 साल पहले ये movement शुरू हुआ था. कौन सा? हो सकता है ये जो एग्जैक्ट ईयर है ये उस मूवमेंट की जो फॉर्मल स्टार्ट के बारे में हो. People start at a very small level, right? Somewhere here and there calculation of date can be excused. So it was the year 1972, the world's first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand, and since then the movement has not looked back. So this movement, which was started in New Zealand, it has gained the momentum. ऐसा नहीं था कि जब ये शुरू हुआ लोगों का ध्यान इस मूवमेंट की ओर नहीं गया. It successfully made people aware about their responsibilities. And since then, the movement has not looked back. The movement became a great success. So we have shifted, one hopes irrevocably, from the mechanistic view to a holistic and ecological view of the world. Mechanistic view, just considering Earth to be a machine. Machine में हम क्या करते हैं? Raw material input करते हैं, we get the output. We have taken for granted this Mother Earth, considering it to be just a machine which can continuously give us the output. And this movement, it brought a shift in the perspective of people. So with the introduction of the movement, people, they understood their role, and not only they started shouldering their responsibilities, but they started understanding and taking this earth to be as a single entity who is a living being. So holistic and ecological view, referring to earth as a whole with its flora and fauna. A revolution was created at that time, just the way the revolution was brought by Copernicus. The author says, it is a shift in human perceptions as revolutionary as that introduced by Copernicus, who taught mankind in the 16th century that Earth and the other planets revolved around the sun. Long time back, people, they used to consider that Earth is flat and sun revolves around the Earth. There is an end point to the Earth. People used to believe because it's a flat, and if it's a flat, that means there is an end point. So myths were there. They never used to go towards the sea, oceans. कि नहीं, एक point पे जाके हम गिर जाएंगे. So they had these kind of beliefs. And Copernicus, he was a scientist and astronaut who brought this revolution by proving to the people that it is the Earth and the other planets that revolve around the sun. Similar kind of revolution was created by with this movement. So people, it was for the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness that the earth itself is a living organism, an enormous being of which we are parts. So people started to accept this fact that yes, earth is also a separate living being. And हम उसका एक हिस्सा हैं, हम उससे अलग नहीं हैं. तो अगर हमारे अस्तित्व को खतरा है तो अर्थ के भी अस्तित्व को खतरा है. And if earth is not safe, we are also not safe. And if it's a living organism, it has its own metabolic needs and vital processes which need to be respected and preserved. बायोलॉजिकल टर्म में कहें तो जो लिविंग बींग्स की नीड्स होती हैं, जो केमिकल चेंजेस अंडरगो करते हैं, ग्रो करने के लिए जो एनर्जी की जरूरत होती है, सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ नीड्स अर्थ आल्सो हैज. सो वी नीड टू रिस्पेक्ट इट एंड वी नीड टू प्रिजर्व आवर अर्थ. हमें उसकी नीड्स को समझना होगा. और आज के दौर में ये बहुत जरूरी है कि वी शुड स्टार्ट एक्टिंग नाउ. We should take a step towards nature to protect this nature. The Earth's vital signs reveal a patient in declining health. So these are all signs: the tsunamis, the floods, the degrading environment, melting of the ice, which shows that just like a patient, the Earth's health is also declining day by day. And who are responsible for this? Are the animals? The plants? No, we the humans. Because of our interference, our human activities, we are actually spoiling our earth. So we have begun to realize our ethical obligation. It is not that humans are not acting upon it. They are taking action, but yes, at a very smaller level. And that is why the author says that we have begun to realize our ethical obligations. He's very hopeful. And he's respecting the efforts done by the mankind. Ethical obligation, the moral obligation, the duties, the responsibilities that we need to shoulder. We have started to realize. एहसास है हमें, and that we need to be good stewards. Stewards of the planet means caretaker of the planet. So we need to act as caretakers and responsible trustees of the legacy to future generations. So not only making our present better, but also we need to think about the future generations. We need to hand over this legacy to them the way we have received it. जो धरोहर हमें मिली है, क्या आप पूरे दावे के साथ कह सकते हो कि जिस तरह से आज आप जिस एनवायरनमेंट में जी रहे हो, आप आने वाली जनरेशन को वही एनवायरनमेंट दे रहे हो? Because it is continuously declining. See the pollution level during festivals in Delhi, in our state as well. We know that firing crackers, burning crackers is harmful, but हम क्या रुकते हैं? दीपावली festival of lights तो है ही नहीं. It's festival of crackers. We have lost the essence of our own festivals. जब तक रात के 2 बजे तक पटाखे बजा-बजाकर हम थक नहीं जाते, हम रुकते नहीं हैं, तो क्या हम वाकई अपना जिम्मेदारी पूरा कर रहे हैं? या जो हम साल भर कोशिश करते हैं वो एक दिन में 0 हो जाता है? But that was not sufficient. दिख गया था, but धरती की कंडीशन में उतनी इंप्रूवमेंट नहीं थी. That was just for one day. From thousands of years, the thing that is declining day by day, can you expect to improve in just one day? So when you burn crackers this time, think over it. It should be in a limit. Go for Green Diwali. Take an initiative. We need to take a small step there, which will be converted into a big leap. So we need to understand, we need to act as caretakers. We are not the owners of this earth because we have taken it for granted. Dhanika, हम owners की तरह रहने लग गए. We have forgotten that we share this earth with millions and millions of other species. So we need to respect that. And that is why, as somewhere we have forgotten about this, that we share this planet, we are harming the existence of other creatures on this earth. Many have become extinct, many are on the verge of extinction. And that's why we are running these kind of projects, Save Tiger, right? Many types of sanctuaries are built to protect this, the species that are there on this earth. But whenever we discuss about these kind of things, we hardly think that we are not at all contributing towards this. With small things, small steps, we can save our planet. We can make our surroundings better. We just have to think over it, keep our eyes, mind open to all the perspectives that we have, to all the methods and resources that we have, and utilize them. The way farmers, after the harvest, जो पराली को वो burn कर देते हैं, it's harmful. We need to make them understand. अगर आपके family में कोई farming में involved है, tell them not to do that. You can guide them. You are educated, you are well aware. So you can tell them the ways. So do your part, do your share there. You can tell them, if you have your relatives involved in agriculture, farming, tell them not to do that. So we need to act as stewards, caretakers, so that we can also hand over this legacy to the future generation the way we have received it. And for this concept, the author also talks about the concept of sustainable development, which was popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. In its report, it defined the idea as development that meets the needs of present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. That is, without stripping the natural world of resource future generation would need. Development करना है, but not at the cost of future generation. अगर हम सारी चीजें, सारा रिसोर्स आज यूज कर लेंगे, तो कल आने वाली जनरेशन के लिए कुछ नहीं बचेगा. See the coal crisis that China is facing, our country has started to face. Do you think in near future, इस धरती पर कोयला बचेगा? We'll be left with nothing. So what we are going to hand over to the future generation? Bilkul. We need to think over alternative methods. How many of you convince your parents to have a solar panels on the roof? Try and tell them it's one-time investment, but long-time profit is there, benefit is there. We should look for alternative resource. So think over new things with which we can actually contribute to environment. And sustainable development is the best way, where we don't compromise the needs of our future generation. Yes, Piyush? Okay, then we'll continue with this discussion tomorrow again. Take care, we will continue reading the chapter. So thank you.